This is ABC7 News at 5. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes.
And I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us. First tonight, two big stories on two big proposed developments on the Suncoast.
In Manatee County, a heated discussion on whether a developer should be allowed to build homes on 500 acres along Sarasota Bay as part of the Aqua by the Bay project. And in Sarasota County, a debate over the idea of adding a recycling center near a bird sanctuary at Celery Fields. And we begin in Sarasota County, where right now county commissioners are listening to testimony from developers and the community about a proposal to open a recycling center near the Celery Fields.
This has been an 8-hour debate so far today, and it's not over yet. But commissioners are saying no matter how long it takes, a vote will happen sometime today. ABC7's Jess Dowdrick just stepped out of the meeting, and she joins us now live with the latest. Jess?
Good evening, Haley and Scott. Since this meeting started at 9 this morning, approximately 50 people have voiced their concerns about potential hazards that this recycling plant could bring to not only the Celery Fields, but also the surrounding areas. A few residents also did speak in support of this recycling plant. And although we've already heard from so many residents in our community, there are still 30 more to go.
After months of tension, protests, stand up, fight back and forth debate, it all comes down to this. Sarasota County Commissioners tasked with making the ultimate decision.
We're proposing a recycling center for yard waste and construction materials where we recycle materials from construction and demolition projects, renovation projects, as well as landscaping projects.
The recycling center would sit on 16 acres of land, about 950 feet from the edge of the Celery Fields, an internationally known bird refuge.
And if we have bad consequences, we're going to lose something that is very, very valuable to our county.
Environmentalists are concerned that any noise, air, or water pollution would ruin the habitat of birds and other wildlife at the Celery Fields.
We're 950 feet away from the edge of the Celery Fields, which is not even an area that the public uses. We're 1,500 to 2,000 feet away from the Celery Fields Hill or the Audubon headquarters.
Some residents also worry about possible health side effects that may come with pollution.
At 73 years of age, I would like to know that the air I continue to breathe is not going to be the air that's going to shorten my life.
But businessman Jim Gabbert, who owns other recycling facilities, says he's never had an employee develop any respiratory issues. Other concerns being traffic, a loss of ecotourism, lower property values. The list goes on and on.
This facility, in sight and in view of the Celery Fields, it'll dominate the view from the top of Mount Celery. It's just hard to fathom the negative impact that they may have on the county.
I think they'll be pleased if the facility is constructed that I will blend in with the neighborhood. It'll be a non-issue.
Commissioners say that they will be making a vote tonight, even if that means extending the meeting to 8, 9, or even 10 o'clock. Now I'm going to step back inside of the meeting, and coming up again at 6, I'll be live here to bring you the latest. For now, reporting live in Sarasota, Jess Dowdrick, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Jess, thank you so much. Another much larger project is before Manatee County Commissioners again today.
After a day-long meeting last week on Aqua by the Bay, commissioners continuing that discussion today. The commission is expected to make a final decision on this massive home and condo proposal. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo is joining us live from outside of that meeting in downtown Bradenton with more on today's debate. Dwayne.
Well, guys, going into this meeting, commissioners still had concerns on how the project would be laid out, as well as some of these proposed changes. The applicant, Medallion Homes, trying to put together a huge project. They're proposing 16 buildings up to 95 feet high. They are also proposing an artificial pool, as well as a 50-foot fixed buffer between a retaining wall and wetland boundaries, which is what many citizens have an issue with. They just want the mangroves and wetlands to be left alone within the 529-acre project. Resident and former commissioner Joe McClash aired his grievance during public comment.
You have this mitigation that's not needed when you could avoid the wetlands. And what they're trying to do is tie you into a conversation of mitigation, which is the wrong step. The first step is avoidance. Second step, if you can't avoid, then you mitigate, and they've stated it, is that they want docks in this approval. And they have refused to take that out. They can always come back and ask you for docks later.
Now, guys, public comment just ended, so we will have a full report at 6 on what the commissioners decided for this particular project. Reporting live in Manatee County, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
All right, Dwayne, thank you. You can instantly be alerted when commissioners make a decision on either of these big projects, Aqua by the Bay or the recycling center at Celery Fields. All you have to do is download our My Suncoast app and allow notifications. You'll get breaking news, traffic alerts, and weather forecasts delivered right to your phone. Fire assessment rates are a complicated issue, and Sarasota County is trying to clear up some of the confusion. Fire assessments are fees that help pay for fire services in the county. And over the past 15 years or so, the county has experienced tremendous growth. To keep up with that growth and the needs, the county has updated its system on how it determines those fire assessments. The county plans to hold several public meetings to explain the new process. The next one will be held tomorrow night from 6 to 7 p.m. at the fire station on Vic Edwards Road in Sarasota.
The state will soon start a project that will hopefully alleviate some of the gridlock in the heart of Sarasota. The Florida Department of Transportation plans to add a new third lane along US 41 from the Ringling Causeway to Fruitville Road. That area gets backed up at all hours throughout the day. Right now, there are 2 left turn lanes coming off of the bridge heading onto US 41, but state engineers plan to also allow left turns from the third lane there. A new crosswalk in the same area is planned as well. A start date for this project has not yet been set. But now it's time to check in on our first alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob.
And right now, I'm alerting you to the fact that you're going to see some very heavy rainfall here move toward the coast over the next couple of hours as a result of a tropical system to our south, which continues to pump in tropical moisture. On top of that, the outflow boundaries from previous storms really acting up now into Manatee County. But this is the line that is producing some very heavy rainfall now right there along the border of Sarasota, Manatee, Hardee, and DeSoto counties, stretching down into Port Charlotte and into Punta Gorda right now. That rainfall rate in some areas up to 2 inches an hour, and some pretty heavy downpours along State Road 70 and also 64 into Bradenton right now. And this line has just popped up. There's a outflow boundary which is really generating these storms near Parrish, heading off toward Waterleaf now, and looks like Greenfield Plantation. You can see that heavy rainfall in Punta Gorda and Port Charlotte. Rainfall rates have been, as I said, pretty excessive in some areas. This tropical air mass will allow for some pretty heavy downpours over the upcoming days, that is. And right now into Venice, quiet, Osprey, quiet, Inglewood, you're quiet, Northport, get ready. In the next, I would say, half hour, you're going to see some pretty heavy downpours there. We have 2 tropical systems we're tracking. Harvey is going to cause all sorts of problems with flooding throughout Texas and the east coast of Texas over the next several days. We're talking all the way in through Sunday. This system is going to be around. Right now it's a tropical depression, but we expect it to turn into a tropical storm. And we have our own little tropical disturbance down to our south. It's slow and moving. It's going to drift slowly to the north over the upcoming 48 hours, and that means showers, storms will be in the forecast, and some localized flooding not out of the question. Rainfall amounts with this system could get as high as 4 to 6 inches. More on that coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. A 6-month-long drug investigation in Sarasota ends with 2 men under arrest. Lee Clarity and Tyrone Davis are charged with numerous felonies, including cocaine trafficking and possession of cocaine and marijuana. Sarasota police started the investigation in February after they received multiple tips from Crime Stoppers about illegal activity at the home on Palmadelia Avenue. Now, officers conducted several undercover purchases from that home before obtaining a search warrant, and that's when they found the illegal drug stash. Bradenton police releasing surveillance photos of a man they say stole alcohol from a restaurant. Police say he broke into Madison's Grill on Riverfront Drive in the early morning hours of July 25th by cutting a screen enclosure. Once inside, he stole several bottles of alcohol. He left and then came back with a backpack and took even more booze. Call Bradenton Police or Crime Stoppers if you recognize the man in these photos.
Another piece of circus history rolled away from the Suncoast today. A Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey train car was moved from Palmetto to the Show People's winter quarters in Seffner in Hillsborough County. Those quarters, there's a retired facility for those working in the circus and show business industry. They are living there now. The train car was built in 1953 for passenger service on the Union Pacific Railroad. In 1972, Feld Entertainment acquired it, and it stayed in operation until the circus's last show in Rhode Island earlier this year. Now the train car will serve as a completely different purpose.
They're going to use it as a recreation center, so it's going to be put to good use. You know, no one's going to live in the car ever again, but it will be a social point for having meetings, or maybe have a card game, you know, some social activities.
But before the train car can be used as a community center, more renovations will need to be made, which I think you can tell from that, you know, it needs some spiffing up before people spend a whole lot of time in there. So.
But imagine the circuit stories that'll be shared inside there once they get the chance to do so.
I love when they can revive and reuse these historic, you know, these pieces of history, so it's great.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, your risk of being diagnosed with Alzheimer's, how big a role genetics plays when it comes to the dementia disease.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast. But first, Powerball fever. Will someone walk away $700 million richer tonight? Your chances at a winning ticket straight ahead.
At 4 on Suncoast View.
Our baby is off to college. I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. The time has come to say goodbye to our southeastern guide dog puppy Wrigley as he goes off for formal service training. You won't want to miss his emotional send-off. Plus, we get ready for this week's Friday Fest at the Van Wezel with the soulful sounds of jaw movement, and Center Ring Bakery joins us in the kitchen.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Join the fun at the Weddings of Sarasota 17th Annual Wedding Show at the iconic Sarasota Municipal Auditorium on US 41. Sunday, August 27th from noon to 4. Enjoy food, fun, and entertainment with a runway show on stage at 3 p.m. $2,000 in Weddings of Sarasota dollars given out after the runway show. You must be present to win. Pre-register at weddingsofsarasota.com. Brides and grooms are free if registered by midnight on August 25th. Weddings of Sarasota. Register today.
Attention! Royal Seas Cruises has just announced their deal of the day, a $99 Caribbean cruise for 2 people. This amazing cruise deal to the Bahamas is only available to the first 500 callers who register in your area today. So get ready to write down this number and act fast. We know that the best type of traveler is a repeat guest, so we're offering this $99 Caribbean cruise to prove it. That's $99 per couple, including your stateroom, all your delicious meals, full spa, live entertainment, 3 kids clubs, and more. Come see why we were voted one of the top 10 best overall cruises by Cruise Critic. We're so sure you'll enjoy yourself and become a repeat customer that you're getting this deal of the day for the unbelievable low price of just $99 per couple. But you've got to act fast. Pick up the phone and be one of the first 500 callers to take the Caribbean cruise of a lifetime for just $99 per couple. Call right now or log on to royalcruisenow.com.
Call 800-906-0489.
Watch your Suncoast News at 6 on your streaming device for a chance to win a $50 Visa. It's easy. Just watch weekdays at 6 for the word of the week. Then enter the word at mysuncoast.com for your shot at a $50 Visa. We'll pick the winner each week. Good luck.
Well, if you haven't already, you may want to grab a Powerball ticket. The jackpot now approaching record territory, in excess of $700 million. No one has matched all 6 numbers since the middle of June, and the anticipation for the big winner just keeps on growing. And if it seems these winless streaks are lasting longer and longer, well, you're right. ABC's Maggie Rulli takes a look at your chances of winning.
Ready, everybody? This is Powerball. As the Powerball jackpot keeps growing and growing.
I got the millions right here.
so do the lines.
I'm feeling lucky.
Coast to coast, people are lining up for their chance to win $700 million, with the Powerball's lump sum payment coming in at more than $443 million.
Well, obviously, it's more than one person needs.
Help my children out and probably take a couple of trips.
Help some friends out that need help and church and stuff like that.
I'm going to hide. Wait, I'm going to pay off my house.
So why are the jackpots so huge? Powerball officials added more numbers to the mix, making it easier to win smaller prizes, but harder to make it big, increasing the odds for the jackpot from 1 in 175 million to 1 in 292 million. This jackpot's already rolled over 20 times since June 14th.
We never really know. I mean, that's the beauty of a lotto game. You never know when you will get that winner. So we are as excited as everybody else.
And the jackpot surge isn't over yet. As people keep buying more tickets, the jackpot gets higher and higher. Powerball officials say they're expecting to sell 170 million tickets between the last drawing and tonight's. And if you're like what feels to be everyone in New York City and are planning to buy your Powerball tickets today, well, here are a couple tips. Experts say don't limit yourself to just birthdays, since there are only 31 days in a month and 69 numbers in Powerball, so pick a few higher numbers and widen that range. Maggie Bruley, ABC News, New York.
Well, might as well play, right?
Sounds like a pretty good idea.
Do it,
I bought a ticket right during the eclipse, so when do you do that?
Really?
We'll see what happens. Maybe some some luck rolling my way on that one.
Yeah.
We are not looking too lucky in terms of a lot of sunshine over the next couple of days as a result of a tropical low, and it's already brought us some rainfall. Weather headlines. We have a couple of systems we are watching right now, and tropical disturbance number 2 over South Florida. It really extends from just to the west of Key West, all the way over to the Bahamas. So it's nothing organized at this point. And it doesn't appear that it's going to be rapidly organizing into anything significant, but it will bring some heavy rainfall over the next couple of days. But Harvey is going to do something else. It's going to cause all sorts of headaches. We're talking excessive amounts of rainfall over East Texas. It is a tropical depression now in the Southwest Gulf, and it's heading off toward Texas and possibly down to Louisiana down the road. We had some showers around already. First round, there's going to be several rounds of these showers moving through the evening hours up until around midnight as a result of this tropical disturbance. Now, as I mentioned, near Key West all the way over to the Bahamas, it's going to feed steady moisture into our area, tropical moisture, and that means a lot of downpours too. As far as the radar picture goes right now, you can see the rain continuing from Key West up to Miami. Doesn't appear to be any significant rotation developing right now, but most of the activity seems to be drifting off to the west and then southwest here, so low pressure could be developing. Right now, you can see this line is the most intense line. It's moving to the west at 10 miles an hour. We've already had some heavy rainfall near Parrish, just to the south thereof, near Ellington and Palmetto and Bradenton, now in northwest Bradenton. This is the line that we're concerned with, though. That's got some heavy rainfall in it. It'll be in Northport. It's already there, and looks like it will continue to move through Northport in the next 10-15 minutes, and then eventually on into Lakewood Ranch just around 7 o'clock. So that could be a little earlier, but it's moving to the west at 10. So Lakewood Ranch will be getting some rainfall, say after 6:30 up into around 7:30. The moisture content is very significant. There was some dry air around, but that has since moved on and continues to moisten up. So rainfall, a real big problem, I think, in terms of localized flooding over the upcoming 48 hours. 83, at least it cooled things down. The dew point way up there at 80, winds out of the west-southwest. And the temperatures now where it's rained, it's cooled down. You see this area right here, it's all in the yellow as opposed to the red. Punta Gorda, 76, 78 now into Arcadia. So it really has cooled down significantly there. Cortez at 83, the Gulf water temperature still a very warm 88 degrees. Tomorrow's forecast, we're going to have some clouds and even a few isolated showers in the morning hours, and then more widespread, numerous thunderstorm activity in the afternoon and evening on Thursday, and that will continue on Friday. Things aren't going to change much as this system drifts off to the west. Here's the futurecast. So after midnight, most of the rain will be over, but as I mentioned, there'll be a few showers in the morning, more so in the late afternoon and evening. Some of that rain could be heavy at times. As we look through time, again, more moisture moving up. This particular model shows this low spinning right along the west coast of Florida on Friday morning. And you can see a lot of rainfall spreading to the east. This thing is expected to move off eventually to the northeast along the Atlantic coast there, the seaboard. And we have had a lot of rainfall down to our south, a lot of moisture down there. We'll keep an eye on it for you. The chances of it developing are very small. But a different story for Harvey, which will be a tropical storm. And then moving on in, this particular model has it moving into Mexico and Texas. More of the models take it up here, so there's still some uncertainty with it. But there is a certainty that they will see over a foot of rain in some places. Winds out of the southeast on Thursday for boaters, turning to the west at 10 knots. There'll be a light chop out there away from the showers and storms in the afternoon. UV index a little lower as a result of the increased cloud cover and showers and storms that are in the mix. Low tide upcoming 9:30. Sunset will be at 8 o'clock sharp. And the forecast tonight, mostly cloudy, scattered showers and storms ending after midnight, 78 for your low. And then tomorrow, look for variable clouds scattered to numerous showers and storms, mainly in the afternoon and evening, high of 89. But don't be surprised by 1 or 2 showers in the morning. And those rain chances stay high on Friday, even on Saturday. And of course, we're still in summer, so showers and storms will be in the forecast all the way through Wednesday of next week. Back to you.
Okay, Bob, thank you. Now to first alert traffic. Right now, there's a crash in North Sarasota. It's at Lockwood Ridge and University Parkway, and it is slowing traffic a little bit in that area. Haley?
Thank you, Scott. In health news tonight, a big shortage when it comes to critical prenatal care. Nearly half of U.S. counties do not have an OBGYN, which means pregnant women have to travel to see a doctor. And the country may be facing a shortage of possibly 22,000 by 2050. The University of Wisconsin School of Medicine and Public Health launched a new program last year to address the problem. It aims to train doctors in the rural communities that they will eventually practice in. Since the program's launch, other medical schools have shown interest in beginning similar initiatives. If your parents or other relatives had Alzheimer's, does that mean you will have it? There are many contributing factors, including lifestyle and environment. Genetics do play a role, but account for less than 5% of diagnosed cases. You're at a higher risk if you have a first-degree relative with the disease, like a parent or sibling, but most of these connections are still unknown. There is a blood test to identify a gene associated with Alzheimer's, but the results can't predict whether you will actually develop the disease. A new study is revealing some unsettling things about workplaces in America. A report by RAND, a nonprofit think tank, found 1 in 5 U.S. workers had a hostile interaction at work, including verbal abuse and sexual harassment. The study found a supportive boss can cut the amount of hostile interactions in the workplace in half. It also showed nearly 3/4 of Americans report intensive or repetitive physical exertion at least a quarter of the time while on the job, and more than half report exposure to potentially dangerous working conditions. Coming up, 2 shark incidents at one beach area, what authorities are doing to keep swimmers safe. Plus, a sleeker, more modern spacesuit. SpaceX shows off its new out-of-this-world gear. That's next.
When you want to get away from it all, to a place where you can do everything, or nothing at all, surrounded by natural beauty and all the modern amenities you might desire, then you'll want to be here at the Wannabe Inn on the beautiful shores of Manasota Key, Florida. To plan your escape, log on to wannabeinn.com.
Anyone can jumpstart your car, but for free installation and $10 off Duracell Ultra car batteries, there's no one like Batteries Plus bulbs.
I'll install it myself.
I'd like you to do it.
Visit batteriesplus.com for a store near you.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sport Utility for $269 per month, or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential. There's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Start your day with a new Good Morning Suncoast team. Weekdays starting at 5 a.m.
A popular beach is closed tonight because of a shark incident.
Authorities in Cape Cod say a shark bit a paddleboard with a man still on it earlier today, and it happened in shallow water, only about 3 feet deep near Marconi Beach. The 69-year-old paddleboarder was not bitten, but he did hurt his leg when he fell into the water. On Monday, several other Cape Cod beaches were closed after a shark attacked a seal near Nauset Beach.
New Jersey police are searching for a man who used Tinder to steal a number of items, including a family dog. An 18-year-old woman invited a man she met on Tinder over to her house where she was dog sitting. The woman says that after the man left, she noticed a laptop, an Amazon package, and the family's Maltese named Maggie were all missing. Officers hope this will remind people not to share personal information on social media and to always meet strangers in a public place.
Well, we're getting our first glimpse of a spacesuit that may be used by future SpaceX astronauts. The company's CEO, Elon Musk, posted this picture on Instagram. Musk says the picture is of an actual spacesuit and not a mock-up. He says the suit has already been tested for vacuum pressure. SpaceX is in a race against Boeing to become the first private company to launch humans into space. Their first manned missions are expected to come around the same time, possibly as soon as next year.
We could not resist sharing this cute animal birthday party. Malaysia's Giant Panda Conservation Center hosted a joint birthday celebration for a panda family that is living there. The male and female pandas are both 11 years old, while their baby panda is now 2. The family got to enjoy some special birthday treats during the party. Very cute. I think they're liking it. They probably don't know it's their birthday, but you know.
It's treat day. That's
as long as there are treats, they are happy.
They are happy.
Still to come on your Suncoast News, details on the new drug that will be used for the first time during a Florida execution.
Plus, why the Navy commander of the USS McCain has been removed from his post. Those stories coming up.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small,
I mean, really moves me.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder. High performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess?
You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop head that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Get the hottest deals of the year during the summer clearance event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers or save big on a new sleek and stylish Jeep Cherokee for as little as $18,999. Drive off today for your next great adventure in a brand new Jeep Renegade for as low as $15,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
Watch Your Suncoast News at 6 on your streaming device for a chance to win a $50 Visa. It's easy. Just watch weekdays at 6 for the word of the week. Then enter the word at mysuncoast.com for your shot at a $50 Visa. We'll pick the winner each week. Good luck.